All right, so I'm going to play the exhaust sounds from beginning to end without talking the first time, and then the second time, let's dissect it. Okay, okay. Let's go back to the first part. Let's look at the flyby. That sounds like a real car, I guess. That's not too bad. Let's hear it again. Yeah, that don't sound too bad. Let's look at the on board audio here from the exhaust. This is what begins to bother me. The donut mode or the drift mode or whatever they're going to call it. This is what bothers me. I'm going to be honest with you. All I hear is tires. Like you've been to car meets where you'll meet that guy that's got like a V6 or he's got an RT and he's done some stuff. He's done some things to it, and it's like he wants to show off that it's not just a regular V6 or a regular RT. And he starts trying to do a burnout, and then you see that one left wheel spinning, the other one on the right ain't spinning, but you see that one left one spinning, and it's making that, you know what I mean? And it's kicking up a little bit of smoke and making a little bit of sound. That's exactly what this sounds like right here. It sounds like a V6 trying to do a donut. Let's. All I hear is tire. And if you listen to the quote unquote engine, the speaker, it replicates what a car would sound like, I guess, if it was burning out. It's not hit that range of different noises or those different pitches of engine noise that we're used to, but it's just maintaining that low growl, you know what I mean? But then again, I'm curious because so the audio that you're hearing from this car is a camera and a speaker that's attached to the body of the car. So it sounds significantly louder than it would if you was say 20, 25 feet away from the car. If you're 20, 25 feet away from a loud ass RT Scat Pack Hellcat doing a donut, you're gonna hear it a mile away. You're gonna hear the echo, you're gonna hear it. With this, I don't know because clearly there's a speaker and a camera that's attached to the body of this car that's giving you this audio. So the audio sounds much louder than it probably is. Realistically, 20, 25 feet away from this car, you're probably hearing nothing but tire screeching. Like that's all you're hearing right there. And then as it pulls off, you hear that fake speaker noise. Um, I'll put it to you like this: it's better. You know, it's significantly better than what they first debuted. It sounded fine while it was on the road and as it was driving by, but it'll never be a V8. And maybe that's my fault for even trying to compare these two cars. Maybe I'm the problem because it's like you just can't compare what is to what was. You know what I'm saying? What does Kamala Harris say? You can't be burdened by what is by being unburdened by what I don't know how the fuck she says it. You know what I mean? You can't compare what we've had in the past to what is now, right? A V8 will never be, whatever the hell this thing is powered by M3 chip, and a M3 chip will never be a V8. You know what I mean? So maybe I'm wrong for even comparing the two. Maybe I've just got to listen to this with a brand new set of ears. Like imagine if I'd never heard of V8 before in my life. I don't know what a Hemi sounds like. This might be okay. This isn't the worst sounding, I want to say engine, but it's not an engine. It's just a speaker. This isn't the worst sounding speaker I've ever heard. I mean, I think Mercedes did something with their AMG to where on the inside it would give you like fake ass engine and exhaust noises that was trash. I actually rode in one and I was like, this is fake as fuck, but I get what they're trying to do. Um, this isn't the worst, but like I started off, it's not a Hemi, and everybody's going to compare it to a Hemi, and that's just one thing that you got to be realistic about is that people are going to compare it to a Hemi. People are going to compare it to a Scat engine, an RT engine, and a Hellcat engine, and the exhaust noises that we're used to with those engines, simple and plain. So it doesn't matter how good this sounds; it'll never sound as good as a V8. It sounds much better than it once did, you know, when it was first, I guess, created. You know, when we first heard it this time last year at the debut in August, or maybe this time 2 years ago, I guess, right? It's been almost 2 years since they debuted this car. But I mean, it is what it is, guys. Like, you know, I guess we're splitting hairs at this point. They want $75,000 for this car. Hell no. You know what I mean? Hell no. Even though it's all-wheel drive, a lot of people are saying it will beat a Hellcat because 670 horsepower all-wheel drive. It probably will. Let's just be honest here. Let's just be real. We know our cars. We know our cars like to do what? Spin. On a perfectly prepped surface, that cat should get this. But on the street, 90-95% of the times, this is going to beat us every single time. But regardless, man, I don't know. Talk to me, man. I have mixed feelings about this because when I see this car from certain angles, it's pretty straight. It's okay. It's not the worst thing that I've ever seen. But then when I see it doing donuts and shit like this and all I hear is tires screeching, it bothers me because it's like, you know, if we're going to leave the past in the past and we're going to leave the V8s and the Hellcat engines in the past and the rear-wheel drive, you know, ICE platforms in the past, shouldn't we just leave the donuts and the burnout modes in the past too? Because clearly that's not what these cars do well. You know what I mean? Like, nobody wants to see or hear an a Tesla doing a burnout or a donut. Because you're going to hear nothing but gravel and pavement and tires. That's it. Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to see that. This right here, it's cringeworthy type of material to sit here and see this electric iPhone on wheels basically doing a donut. I'm not feeling this whatsoever, but then again, you know, I'm a V8 guy. Talk to me, guys. Like, subscribe, comment. This came from the Straight Pipes Instagram page. They're on YouTube as well. Obviously, they're big as fuck on YouTube. Check them out if you want to see, I would assume, their review, because I think that they're up in Detroit right now at the review. Or were there. So check them out, but I'm indifferent, guys. At this moment, I don't want anything to do with this car, personally, but it's not the worst thing in the world that I've ever seen. It's not the worst car in the world I've ever seen. And it's not the worst sounding car in the world that I've ever heard either. Although it's not a real sound, it's just a speaker. It's not the worst speaker I've ever heard. Now, if they threw some JBLs or some Sonys under there, it might sound a little different. You know what I mean? But whatever, man. Talk to me. Like, subscribe, comment. It's been your boy Knockout. Quick video here. Peace.